Hi, my name is John Kosker. I'm the owner of Mystic Powerboats. We're here in New Smyrna Beach again. A little bit cloudier day today, but it's warmed up. We had our cold winter here for Florida, if anybody believes that. So we're on a brand new C4000 here. It's our latest demo boat, so we'll be running this one through the summer unless somebody falls in love with it and has to have it more than I do. So we're going to walk through it, show you some of the new features we have on the boat. Much better performance. We've got some new electronics on it, and I honestly don't know if we've done a real walkthrough on the C4000, so I'm looking forward to showing it to you. So we're up here at the business end of the boat right now. Driver throttle and seat up here in the front of the boat. Still the 22-inch screen in the center here. We've actually deleted the C-zone off this boat. We found that we were basically controlling about 5 things on it. So we went to conventional switches on board to control everything on the boat. Outboard of it, we do have something new though. We've got a 15-inch widescreen Garmin out here that has been really fantastic. This is the first boat we put it on. I've used it a little bit now. We did the demos with Mercury Racing down in Miami. I ran the boat quite a bit down there, so I really like it. We've got a standard rear view camera on the back of the boat that we'll show you in just a second. So I basically have it split, so I've got a rear view camera, great for poker runs and everything. You know, my wife and I went out and ran Lake Powell last year, and anybody who's run Powell knows the switchbacks and everything, your head's on a swivel the whole time, so we kind of got that idea then that we really need a camera to make it easier for the driver. So been a great addition to the boat. You got about 160-degree view back there, and then obviously it's a full functioning MFD on the side there, so you can use it for whatever you want. Still the dash vents with our air intake box on the deck there, so that actually goes down into a water box, and then the water drains out through the tunnel of the boat, so you never get water through the vents here at all inside the cockpit. This boat has the new blacked out package that we're doing on quite a few boats now. It's become really popular. We've got some Livorsi throttles in this boat. We set it up a little bit differently than what's available on the Mercury's, with the port and starboard trim switches on your fingers, on your index fingers, and then full trim on your thumb. So we pulled the stereo head unit off the dash. Honestly, all I was using it for was for a volume knob, so we decided let's just put a volume knob on. We've got the new Fusion volume knob on the center there, so that does full volume control, mutes music, anything you want there. Horn button right in front of that. One thing I added on this boat, and it's the first cat we've done it on, I put the Garmin grid on it. Anybody who has run like this in the cats like we do all the time, one of the hardest parts with the Garmin screens is zooming the screen in and out. So I can actually, on this Garmin grid, I can just twist the knob here, and then I can zoom in and out on that screen just with the twist of the knob, not having to pinch and zoom or hit the buttons or anything. And I can scroll around and bring up different screens and everything, so I've got full control of all the electronics right on my hand, rather than trying to touch the screens on each one of the screens. So it worked out really well. Okay, so this is our standard layout in the Cat. We have done a few boats with a 7th seat in the middle here, with a 7-seat layout on it if you want to carry a few more people. We will do it in the conventional 8-seat layout also, with a fastback on it. We just introduced that last year. We are offering it. We had a few people saying they like this layout, but they would rather have something more conventional. So we will do a build like that. Every single one of the seats, the bottom flips up on it, so if you're idling or something like that, or maybe just want to get a little bit more air, you can flip that up. So every one of the 6 seats in the cockpit does that. Every seat has a wireless charger and 2 cup holders that all light up on the outboard side of their seats here. We have tilt-out cans on the side here. So on this side, it's actually 2 garbage cans that tilt out, and then on the other side, it's storage for shoes or cleaning products, anything like that. Our deck hatches up forward, we have tubs in those, very large tubs actually. You put a big duffel bag down in them. We keep our cockpit cover, things like that can go up in the front of the boat there. Storage outboard on both forward of the seats there, as well as outboard of these seats. We broke this up. This is one of the first ones we've done it on. It's got a zipper pocket in the back here now, because that storage went all the way back and you would lose shoes and stuff all the way in the back there. So we blocked that off, made a separate compartment, great compartment for our soft-sided cooler, goes in easily on one side. We've got all the life jackets, the conventional life jackets on the boat on the other side back there. Speaking of life jackets, we've got our Lifeline vests here on the floor. We've kind of worked with a lot of the other manufacturers who are building the catamarans now. We've all agreed that the right thing to do is have these on at all times. So anytime you see us, if we're running boats, we will have lifelines on while we're running, whether it's photo shoots, poker runs, or just out pleasure boating. So on the aft deck of the boat here, I mean, the one big difference with our catamaran is this ease of access in and out of the boat. A lot of people use these boats like on the southwest coast of Florida, where you might go up to a beach, you've got the ladder right off the back there, a little bit deeper water, you can get off the foot bow easily. We just did a boat with foot washes up in the front of the boat as well as in the back of the boat. This is our rear view camera that we spoke about earlier. right in the headrest back there facing out, and then we still have our storage under the rear lounger here. I keep all my fenders and everything in here. I've seen a lot of other owners put some different storage things in there. We just did one actually had a drain in the bottom of it. It was an insulated cooler back here. As I said, we have the storage tubs in the front. We also have storage tubs in the back here. Got all my cleaning supplies on one side, toolkit and everything on the other side. So tons of storage in the boat. And then all these tubs are removable, carbon fiber. And then you can get access down below with all our rigging and everything that's down below these compartments here. This boat has the standard power, the only power that we put on the C4000. These are the twin 500s. Mercury introduced these a few years ago now. Fantastic engines. They really woke this boat up. You know, we're a little bit bigger when we first came out. Now the power's kind of matched us. Put a lot of weight out of the boat. A lot more performance out of this. We've really worked in the last year and a half on a lot of testing, a lot of setup changes and everything. It worked closely with Mercury Racing. They've been fantastic with us. So we've gained a lot of speed, a lot of efficiency out of these. I launched my last Catamaran, put 165 hours on it, less than a year. Literally bulletproof setup on this boat. Thank you so much for joining me on this C4000. I really am happy with this boat. Just launched it in February for the Miami show, so I'm looking forward to putting a lot of hours on it, seeing a lot of the runs this summer. We'll be down Southwest Florida with it for some of the FMO runs. They've been doing a fantastic job down there with their events. So if you have any questions on this particular boat or another Mystic, we have just a couple used ones on the market too. You know, people have been really hanging on to these boats because they really enjoy them. So feel free to reach out. This one is available, or we'd love to build you a new one.